ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very, very latest edition of Dream Companies to Work For Awards powered by Bloomberg UTV. It's going to be an interesting day for us as organizations are going to present what their thoughts of Dream Companies to Work For is, chosen by the very peers from the industry, CEOs, HR leaders, directors, and experts in human resources development. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you Dream Companies to Work For Awards powered by Bloomberg UTV.
Actually, when we talk about employees, it's actually sab par dish sawar hai. We are young at heart. The average age is not more than 31 years with a fairly decent male to female ratio. And when it comes to employment, coming is not easy. We are a preferred recruiters on campus. Many of those who were recruited through campus have grown up in the ladder and they are appreciated. We provide a fantastic health support to our employees. We have got a fantastic cross-cultural diversity. There is a place to worship. There is extremely fast-track growth for high performers. We believe in reward and recognition. We believe in simplified systems. And we believe in common language across. That's what our HR mantra is. When you come to office, life comes home. That's it. Thank you.
We are the world's largest visa processing company. We do close to about more than 1 million visas processed across 62 countries across the globe every year. Quickly summarize the bread and butter business of HR. We do a lot of work on training and development. We did about 35,000 man-hours of training through last year, spread across the globe. We've been doing PDCs or potential development search from 2005. Our e-learning systems help us globally track our learning mechanisms. We connect initiatives, fun at work, our employee engagement initiatives, checks. Hewitt has been our partner. So at the end of it, what I would leave here with is VFS is one of the dream companies I think we would invite people to work for. Thank you.
What is it that makes a company a dream company? Is it the fact that you give meal vouchers? Is it the fact that you have club parties arranged once in every month? Is it the fact that you have balloons in the workplace? Or is it more than this? All of these are important, but today's employee, I'm assuming, is not just looking at fun in the workplace alone, but wants a place where he can make his dreams and aspirations come alive. Well, it doesn't mean that at Yes Bank these things don't happen. Of course we do that. We do banking, of course. We also have fun. The Y Factor is a talent hunt for people across non-technical areas, singing, dancing, miming, you name it. We have employee rewards. We have 5-year celebrations, multiple things that happen in the bank. And all we can say to conclude the presentation is, if you have a dream, if you have an aspiration to become successful, if you have a dream and aspiration to become large in terms of your own professional profile, come to Yes Bank and fasten your seatbelts. Thank you so much.
I represent Ernst & Young. I'm not going to focus on physical infrastructure or the benefits and so on, because we feel that's a given, and the kind of profile of employees that we hire are not going to be satisfied by the basics. When you're part of Ernst & Young, you're part of a global workforce, and you have a powerful global network of knowledge. In terms of global mobility, we have opportunities across the globe. People are highly empowered, and that's what supports the entrepreneurial culture. We also have mentoring system in the firm and also have a career watch for high potentials. And enhancing growth through higher education. We have a tie-up with ISP. We have a very high retention rate, and 50% of our hiring is through employee referral. And that's a good reference point for us to see that the employees are satisfied. We got a Randstad Award. We were part of the 50 Great Places to Work and the Asia's Employer Branding Awards and Golden Peacock Awards. These are some of the recognitions we've had. Thank you.
I represent Mahindra Finance. So why are we a dream employer? The pillars that we are standing on are only 3. Accept no limits, alternative thinking, and driving a positive change. Our core value is accept no limits in the business that we do. Our field executive at the grassroots level today has been empowered to take decision of lakhs. We have our own academy that certifies, qualifies, and then uses homegrown talent. We have the handheld device that despite of sometimes zero infrastructure, no roads, and absolutely no power supply, still allows me to process loans at the doorstep of my villager customer in less than 2 hours. We stand fourth in the financial services sector in the Great Place to Work. Thank you.
We're part of Intelligent Global Services, which is now a Circle company. From a strong delivery focus, from a people, process, technology, we have the COPC certification for operations, ISO 27001 for technology, and PCMM for HR. We have won several awards and accolades, but most important is to note that from a modest beginning of 50 employees in 2000, we moved on to 41,000 employees as of now. Last 4 years in a row, we've been in the top 25 in the Great Place to Work. We have the engagement model, the drivers that impact the model, and the scores that tell us how high our engagement is and what a dream company we've created through Aon Hewitt. And we use PCMM as our anchor to drive best practices and bring in absolute employee satisfaction and engagement at the workplace. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Standard Chartered, and lo behold, all my colleagues have the same name as well. Our colleagues here did speak to some of our staff internally and said, what are you looking for? And it's not a surprise that compensation didn't appear in that list. What they were looking for was opportunities, they were looking for benefits, and they were looking for flexibility. So we do have, you saw the Ask HR, it's about making technology, making life easier for the employee. Opportunities are available across the globe through an internal job watch for our employees, and that in turn allows people to chase dreams. Standard Chartered is anything but a selfish organization. When we crossed our 150 years and came up with an idea of how to celebrate that milestone, it was actually by giving people eyesight who were visually impaired. So we didn't look internally when we wanted to celebrate, and therefore we really are here for good. Thank you so much.
Maharashtra State Electricity Distribution Company Limited, whom I am representing, we are going to show how we are a dream company for candidates to work for. We have a 65,000 well-motivated employees with right mix of knowledge and experience. Our average age is 45 years and above. That is because our retention rate is very high. There are 4 training centers plus 25 small training centers. We have a matrix of 67% of the people are promoted and 33% vacancies are for direct recruitment in all posts. Employee satisfaction survey. After every 3 years, we conduct. This is again a unique step in a public sector undertaking. We have just 1% or less than 1% attrition rate, and that speaks volume for the company's HR function. Thank you.
India First is a joint venture between two PSU Bank and a UK-based life insurance company called Legal & General. We believe in employee first. What is employee first? We have practices such as on the birthdays or anniversaries of the employees, his favorite song is played in the office, his favorite dish is prepared in the canteen, and he contributes some amount towards CSR. For the employees who are there, we have something called as Think First, an idea generation platform where the employees can come and approach, give the ideas to us. We have an alumni club where all the employees who have left the companies can join this club. We have something called as work-life balance. We have various policies on that where the employees can avail the work-from-home facilities, various other work-life balance facilities. Our office, which is situated in Mumbai, has been identified. The color on the wall, the artifacts, each and everything in the company has been selected by an employee. We believe India First is an organization of the employees, by the employees. We are a company who believe Seedhi Baat, no bakwas. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Abhishek Rai, and I represent National Commodity and Derivative Exchange. These are a couple of points which we actually found out that has made people to stay back. Respect and recognition, very, very approachable top management, cross-functional learning. We support higher education for people who want to pursue their career further. A Khichdi, a CSR initiative which we drive for poor children along with ISKCON. Annual picnics may be common in any organization, but what differentiates here is the involvement of the top management with the people so that there's a building up and a cohesiveness among the employees with the top management, and of course various festival celebrations for that matter. What we are proud of that we have collaborated with IIM Ahmedabad and ISB for the various MDP programs. Thank you.
Very good morning to everyone. I, Shashank Tiwati, along with my colleague Kiran and Sushil, we represent Mother Dairy. We do not have a department as a CSR. The sole reason of our inception has been to give back to the society, and that's what we've lived day in and day out. We operate with the economy of scale. Very rare few organizations which would feel very proud in saying, hey, 85% of our cost is a raw material cost. Economics is our mean, nation development is our objective. Sustainability for the farmer, the backbone of the nation, and at the same time, the nutrition to the common masses, and that too at an affordable price. HR at Mother Dairy services not only the educated urban professionals, but also the rural farmer. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon. So we're Dhl Express. So it all starts with motivated people, really. If you look at the bottom of the pyramid, bottom of the structure, we have a 5-day induction program for our employees. It has been a phenomenal achievement where we've had the foundation modules, delivered to 100,000 employees around the globe in 220 countries. And just for information, we've also put our hands up for the Guinness Book of World Records to actually, get the category of most trained people in the shortest period of time. What do our employees tell us? So we have an internal hire rate of 50% across the categories, more than 75% at the managerial level. Several international movements happening in the last year, and we have international movements not just for HODs, but also for our courier population, where they get opportunities in other countries as well. And we give a lot of importance to what our employees are telling us through the Employee Opinion Survey. All right, thank you very much.
We are ICICI Prudential, and I'm very happy to share with you why we think our company is a dream company. What does it take me to continue with that organization? And it is the connect that I have with my manager, the connect that I have with my colleagues, the connect that I have with with the leadership team, and the belief I have in the entire system and therefore the culture. Talking about development, what is the organization doing for me to move to the next level is what we have as a training architecture. We have some mandated programs which form as part of your personal effectiveness. You move into a managerial role. You are trained to be how to be a good manager. We have leadership training programs. Communication, collaboration is something which we are exceedingly proud of as to how a last employee based out of Jumri Talaya also can talk to the CEO and not feel flustered about it.
I represent that organization whose fundamental belief is dreams. Perhaps that's one of the reasons why Reliance Infrastructure is an organization which people aspire and dream to be in. When we speak of the organization culture, it's been a melting pot of cultures for us, very much like India. You have the traditional to the rudimentary to the modern to the aspiring, from the experienced to the excited youngsters. Highly entrepreneurial, highly entrepreneurial. Mr. Anil Ambani encourages people to attend his review meetings. He encourages people to attend the review meetings, as many people can, different people who can, so that people understand what is the thinking that Mr. Anil Ambani has. And the people who have to get into that boardroom necessarily have to pass certain litmus tests, and people aspire to pass those litmus tests. The kind of exposure and experience, I'm sure every organization talks about it. But very rarely would you find an organization where a chartered accountant heads a power business, a textile engineer is looking after telecom, an electrical engineer is heading HR. This is the kind of empowerment, the kind of scope which the organization offers, which obviously has to be supported by a lot of enablers, like learning and development, the kind of trainings that are offered, the L&D linkages to the entire life cycle of the employee across various levels. If people have tasted blood in Reliance, they find it very difficult to work elsewhere, simply because that excitement has vanished, that charge has vanished. A dream company for you. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all of you. We are representing Steria India Limited.
Steria is an organization we respect talent and merit, and CEDRA is the name of our talent management program. So we identify our fast trackers, our high potentials. We send them for the management programs. We also have our own Steria Academy based at Chennai. We have many people, almost 20% of Styrians in India have spent more than 5 years. That's not very common today in IT industry. Diversity, we have a very healthy gender ratio. About 1/3 of the workforce consists of women. Work-life balance, to ensure that it is just not a lip service, we actually have flexi working hours. We have a state-of-art gymnasium. We take pride in celebrating success, and here I mean the success of children, of our employees. So we have merit-based scholarships. We take pride in celebrating special events. For example, we give wedding gifts. We also give baby kit hamper. We give birthday plant. Financial assistance, though we are not a bank or NBFC, but in case there is any family emergency or for special occasions like wedding, we provide soft loans without any interest to our employees. We have a very robust CSR program, and I would like to mention that it is not just a checkbook charity, but it is volunteer-based. Thank you.
Very good afternoon to all of you, and it's my absolute privilege to be here representing HUL. Our mission, stated mission, is to create a better future for our stakeholders, employees, consumers, customers, and shareholders. 4 elements of our talent philosophy and process are around attraction, retention, differentiation, and what we do to energize our employees. Very interesting part of our process and framework is that, of course, we have management trainees and we have a process of appraisal and feedback for them, but we also have a process of reverse feedback and reverse evaluation, where we have the trainees assess the quality of inputs they get from the tutors and coaches. Not just managers, our responsibility to 10,000 workmen who are our front line and who are the pallbearers of our organization. And we have a detailed capability and career management program. And every year, about 40 workmen are getting promoted to staff and supervisory levels, giving us a lot of pride. And finally, a workplace that through our campus, which energizes and excites people with world-class facilities to come and give their best and grow as professionals and as individuals. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Aparna. I represent Yahoo, and I'm here to talk about Yahoo's WOW story, WOW, work, opportunity, and workplace. And for me as a HR person, that was like the biggest shock, right? Day one, somebody tells me this is a company where nothing is mandatory. It's a little frightening, to say the least. And that's, it takes different forms. When we say nothing is mandatory, it's things like we don't actually have people track attendance, sick leave is unlimited, we don't track any of those, there's a very, very strong driver of trust underlying the organization. The biggest thing that we believe is that employees are our biggest ambassadors of the company. Yahoo truly is a company that's hard to get into because we are a very, very high hiring bar, but we are also a very, very hard company to leave because you cannot find the kind of workplace and work culture that you get in a company like this, which makes us the dream employer in India. Thank you.
I was allowed to give this presentation as to how I view Broadridge as a dream employer. What we try to tell our associates is that please challenge status quo every now and then for everything that you do. And as part of that, what we have done is we have trained all our associates and also have certified people on Edward de Bono's tools on 6 thinking hats. In addition to that, we also have conducted lateral thinking, and we are in the process of viewing on a few more tools that we could adapt for our associates to understand the skill of creativity and how do you actually implement it. We've introduced something called VIO, that's called the Value Addition Information Office, which has helped us save almost $2.5 million annually. Each associate builds his own dream over here and works with Broadridge for why he wants to work with Broadridge. Okay, thank you.
Let's get the process cracking. I'm going to do the last rank first, and 18th on my list of the 18 companies that we shortlisted for the Bloomberg Power Dream Companies to Work for Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, 18th on the list is, with 56.42%, VFS Global Services Private Limited. The 17th on the list with 60.4% is National Commodities and Derivatives Exchange. The 16th dream company to work for with 60.64% is Dish TV India Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, 15th on the list with 60.8% of marks is Broadridge Financial Solutions. Fourteenth on the list with 62.96% is Mahindra and Mahindra Financial Services Limited. The 13th on the list with 63.4% is Reliance Infrastructure Limited. The 12th on the list with 63.92% is Maharashtra State Electricity Board. The 11th on the list with 64.44%, ladies and gentlemen, is India First Life Insurance Company Limited. The 10th on the list with 64.60% is ICICI Pru Life Insurance with 64.60. The 9th on the list with 65.52% is Dhl Express, ladies and gentlemen. The 8th on the list with 66.72% is Mother Dairy Fruit and Vegetables Private Limited. The 7th on the list is with 70.53% Steria India Limited. Sixth on the list with 70.55% is Intellinet Global Services. Fifth on the list with 71.48 is Standard Chartered Bank. Fourth on the list with 74.77% is Ernst & Young. Third on the list, 76%. It's Yes Bank. Third on the list, Yes Bank, ladies and gentlemen. .07% is Yahoo India. So, please come. The winner is, the topmost company this evening is Hindustan Unilever Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, for you.